Because I believe that. You know, earlier this week, I asked Luyaton, I was like, dude, I don't know what to share, man. Like, I'm not the type to share. I'm shy. What do I share about? He was just saying, like, you know what? It should come from the heart, you know? It should come from the heart because God called you. God called me ever since I started in this youth ministry, you know? And let's start from here. So when I was younger, I was actually in my mom's belly when I started in the El Shaddai, you know? And growing up, I didn't know why I was going to El Shaddai. I didn't know why I was going to church. And all I went there for was to play with kids, run around, you know, and started being a habit where I'm like, okay, I'm going to El Shaddai, yeah. EJ is going to be there, we're going to play. But next, you know, when I was 16, no, not 16, 9 years old, there was this big guy. He was wearing a long black, looked like a dress, and he had something white in the middle. And I was like, okay, that looked like a priest. Because I remember I did First Communion, but, you know, I wouldn't remember that because I was a kid. And this big guy, he comes up to me, he goes, what are you guys doing here? I was scared. Me and my brother were just playing outside, and he goes, do you know that this is the Church of God? And I said, yeah, I know. My mom goes here. Then why aren't you in there? And I said, I don't know. You know, I was a kid. And he goes, follow me. And I followed him. Me and my brother followed him. He goes, how do you guys like it if I ask you to serve the Lord for us? Be an acolyte, be an altar boy. And I was like, huh? What is that? So I started training with him. And little did I know, I started doing that for about, let's say, 8 to 10 years. I don't know. But that sounds about right, right? And now we're training little guys to be like us. So that's a true blessing, you know? And growing up, I didn't realize why that priest called me. And then I just realized, like, I wasn't the priest, that was God. God called me to serve him, and he said, follow me. And as I was, you know, growing up in the youth, we started attending SCRC, and I'm like, follow me, isn't that like a theme? Like, that's crazy, you know? And so, like, it started coming together. And, you know, growing up as a teen now, I started going through phases and, like, you know, the girls, the bad influences, temptations. And I know I shouldn't go around that area, but sometimes I turn around God. Like, I turn aside from him, and I know it hurts him a lot, and it hurts me doing that, but it's crazy how he just forgives, and he still loves us regardless of what we do, because there was this one point in my life where I was, let's say, I was really sad because I loved the girl, okay? Everybody here has a relationship with, you know, their significant other, and I have a lot of friends, and though my friends don't go to church that often, I called one of them, and, you know, we spoke for a long time. And coming from a guy that doesn't go to church, he started talking about God. And that's what amazed me a lot. I was like, okay, how should I believe this guy? He doesn't go to church. He doesn't know nothing about the priest. He doesn't know nothing about the Mass. And he starts talking and be like, you know what? God has better things for you. And he's still writing your story. So you shouldn't get away from writing it yourself, you know? You should just live life and follow him. And I'm just like, okay, wow. This is God speaking to me, you know? God works in mysterious ways, amen? And he works within one of us. He works with Guyaton. That's why we are starting this new chapter, amen? And it's just a blessing how far I got. And now I'm able to play the drums. That's another blessing that God gave me. You know, he gave me so many talents. I can sing, I can play the drums. I'm not bragging or anything like that, okay? But I'm using it for the good. I'm using it to serve God and praise and worship him. So I just want to thank God for that. And I want to thank God for this community that we're starting to build. And I pray that it's going to get bigger, and we start evangelizing and influencing so many young guys like us. So I just want to thank God and pray that he will answer our prayers, amen? And like Psalm 91 says, when you call to him, he will answer. And if you guys pray every day, best believe He will answer your prayers. Amen. So let's give a round of applause. Yeah, that's all.
Amen, amen. Sorry, guys.